Now let's get to some market strategies. Ivan Feinseth is here, Chief Investment Officer of Tigris Financial Partners, and he basically says your risk is not being in this market. Okay, Ivan, because today people were nervous last week, right? We were down 600 plus points. Today they thought they had an up arrow, it moved into the red, but you don't want people to miss any moves. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, because as I say all the time, President Trump could turn this market with a tweet, and you see on any inkling of some positive trade negotiation momentum with China, the market takes off.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely moves it. It's definitely, but you're saying, so if there is a pullback, it's a buying opportunity.
Absolutely, because why I think Trump wants to wait into 2020 before he makes a deal with China. And in theory, China may drag their feet because they may want to see who in 2021 they would actually be negotiating with. But Trump's only chance of getting reelected is if we have a strong stock market and a strong economy. If the market is not strong and the economy is not strong, he's going to have a hard time.
And that he'll make it his business to have exactly that. So
yes.
Right. I mean, I think people would agree on that, whether you like him or you don't like him. So you think that Boeing is a real potential winner here, and that there's opportunity for this great American company?
Absolutely. I think they are very close to getting a certification for the software fix for the maneuverability software patch that they need to fix the issues. And we could see the 737 MAX back in the sky by late October, the earliest, but I think before the end of the year, which would provide a tremendous lift for Boeing, plus all the airline stocks, most importantly Southwest, which has the largest fleet of 737 MAXs, and that would also be a big lift for the market as well.
So Boeing, I mean, has come off of its earlier highs, certainly since February. It had a nice top, and it's been, just dwindling down throughout the spring and summer. And now, it has had a recent run up, just near term. But what's your upside potential here? 10%, 20%?
This stock could easily go back to 450 and higher. Because overall, what's held up the stock is the fact that the whole airline industry is capacity constrained and needs planes. And the 737 MAX is the most, the 737 is the most widely used plane across the the commercial airline industry. So there's huge demand, there's still a huge backlog, and once this plane is back flying, Boeing will up their production from right now 42 a month to their target of 57 a month.
Right.
And they have a 20-year backlog of demand.
What else would you buy into?
Disney.
Still Disney,
Disney Plus is going to be a game changer. What's interesting, they were kind of the victim of their own success in this last quarter. There was so much fear that there'd be a huge crowd for the opening of Star Wars Galaxy Edge. They opened in April in California, and just this week in Florida. This is going to be a huge driver. The fact that they've had another record so far in the first 7 months. They've had a record year in their studio box office revenue.
No doubt.
Avengers Endgame, plus they have so many movies in the pipeline, including the Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, which could be a $2 billion movie, plus all of this Disney, Marvel, National Geographic, Pixar, and Star Wars content is going to be available. Yes, Garmin. Which really is the leader in smart wearables, which is becoming more and more integrated into healthcare as far as fitness tracking and monitoring and so many functions. Garmin is one of the first companies to launch a woman's menstrual cycle tracker within their smart wearable, because that is a big determinant of healthcare, and also in fertility cycles and trying to get pregnant, for example. So. Garmin has a number of, they are working with University of Kansas Medical Center to see how smart wearables can better track or help sleep apnea and afibrillation, as well as monitoring weight and exercise. So smart wearables is being focused on by Apple, Garmin, and even Amazon is rumored to have some type of smart wearable and healthcare focus in their upcoming products.
Perfect. Ivan Feinseth, Chief Investment Officer of Tigris Financial Partners. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you.